Most people think discipline means forcing yourself. Grinding, pushing, white-knuckling through life. The Stoics knew the opposite. Discipline is what finally sets you free. Think about the last time someone got under your skin. A comment that stayed with you for hours. A situation that hijacked your whole day. Now imagine feeling that disturbance and simply choosing not to follow it. That's not suppression. That's not pretending. That's discipline. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how the Stoics built it. The Stoic Foundation. A lot of people hear the word discipline and immediately think of punishment, strict routines, forcing yourself to work harder, grinding through life. But Stoicism actually sees discipline very differently. Discipline is freedom. Freedom from emotional reactions, freedom from impulses, freedom from letting other people control your mood. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, wrote daily reminders to himself about patience, self-control, and resilience. Not because he lacked wisdom, but because discipline is something you practice every single day. There's a powerful Stoic idea that still applies today. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your habits. And your habits quietly shape who you become. Principle 1. Control the morning. The Stoics believed the day should start with preparation. Before the world speaks to you, you speak to yourself. Marcus Aurelius would remind himself every morning that he would meet difficult people, stressful situations, and unexpected problems. Not because he was negative, because he was prepared. When you mentally prepare for challenges, they stop surprising you. And when life stops surprising you, it stops controlling you. If the first thing you do every day is grab your phone, scroll social media, and react to the world, your attention already belongs to something else. But if you start the day with intention, your mind belongs to you. Win the morning quietly, and the rest of the day becomes easier to handle. Principle 2. Master small actions. Discipline rarely shows up in dramatic moments. It grows in small decisions. Getting up when you don't feel like it, finishing the task you started, doing the difficult thing instead of the comfortable one. There's a story about a student who asked Epictetus how to build willpower. Epictetus told him to start by not scratching an itch. Sounds absurd, but the lesson was clear. Control begins with the smallest resistance. The Stoics understood that resilience grows slowly. Every small act of self-control sends a message to your mind. I am in charge. Confidence doesn't appear overnight. It builds one decision at a time. Principle 3. Separate feeling from action. Here's something important. You're not always going to feel motivated. Some days you'll feel tired, unfocused, uninspired. The Stoics never waited for motivation. They acted based on what was right, not based on how they felt. Because feelings change constantly. Discipline doesn't. One powerful Stoic idea is this: your emotions are temporary, but your actions define who you become. Now let me ask you something. When was the last time you did something you didn't feel like doing, simply because you knew it was right? That moment, right there, is where discipline lives. And here's the secret most people never learn. Discipline isn't something you do occasionally. It becomes part of your identity. Once that happens, self-control becomes natural. Principle 4. Reduce unnecessary desire. A lot of modern stress comes from constantly wanting more. More approval, more comfort, more validation. The Stoics simplified their lives intentionally, not because they rejected happiness, but because they wanted independence. The fewer things you depend on to feel okay, the harder it becomes for the world to disturb you. A disciplined person is powerful because they need less. Principle 5. Practice voluntary hardship. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, believed people should occasionally make life harder on purpose. Simple meals, cold mornings, physical effort. Not to suffer, but to train the mind. Because when you regularly face discomfort, you stop fearing it. And once fear disappears, life becomes much easier to handle. Discipline turns difficulty into training. Principle 6. Guard your attention. The greatest battle most people face today isn't physical, it's mental. What you watch, what you listen to, what you constantly think about. The Stoics believed protecting your mind was essential, because thoughts turn into beliefs, beliefs turn into actions, and actions shape your life. When you become disciplined about what enters your mind, peace becomes easier to maintain. Final lesson. Now let's bring this full circle. Remember that moment I described at the beginning? Someone gets under your skin. A comment that would normally stay with you for hours. The person who stays calm in that moment isn't naturally calm. They trained for it. They practiced discipline when nothing was at stake. They built habits when life was quiet. So when difficult moments appeared, their character was already ready. Discipline is invisible, but its results are powerful. You can't control the world, but you can always control yourself. And that's where real strength begins. This is Sacred Paradox, where quiet strength grows in a chaotic world. Now I want to hear from you. Drop one small discipline you're working on in the comments. Let's build this together. And if you want to keep building mental strength, make sure to subscribe. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next lesson.